Let me explain. A few months ago, I did a video on this free plugin called Neural Amp Modeler. This is an open source project that lets you basically create a profile or a capture using a neural network of your amp or your pedal or something that makes distortion sounds. The results in that video were mixed. They were amazing for a free plugin, and I was very impressed in just how democratized the technology has become and how simple it was for me to model or create a model of gear that I already owned. And in that video, the results were mixed. They were amazing for a free plugin, and I was very impressed for what I could do for $0. But I wouldn't say it sounded exactly like the source amp. In that case, it was a model of the Morgan AC20 that I use in my Fractal, because I don't have a real amp here to model. So that's what I used. And I was not happy with the results. And Steve, the guy who wrote the plugin, even commented on that video saying, I think your model could be better. And I agreed. And I went back and I spent a bunch of time trying to figure out what I could have done wrong there. I tried matching the input signal when I was doing the capture test, tried matching the levels, tried normalizing them, tried matching them to my guitar, tried a bunch of different things, and really nothing made a huge difference for me. And then on a whim, last week, I just tried again. And I thought maybe I'll tweak the number of epochs or something like that, just to see what happens. And so I re-uploaded the same exact captures that I had made weeks ago and trained it again on more epochs. And it seemed to work. And then I tried it again just to make sure it wasn't a fluke with the epochs, did it again on the default 100 epochs, and it worked amazingly. So honestly, I don't know what I did wrong the first time. I don't know if it was a weird thing with my plugin, a weird thing with the trainer, a different trainer version, whatever. I don't know. But this video is just showing you that NAMM is actually incredible and sounds really good, and sort of a correction to my earlier video. These are the same capture recordings and the same training process. It makes me feel like there was something buggy about the trainer when I used it. I don't know. I can't confirm that. I'm not confirming or denying that, but all I wanted to say is it absolutely sounds unreal. Now in post, I did have to level match. The output of the plugin was not exactly the same output level as the Fractal for whatever reason, but I was using the same exact IR on both of those, modeled the amp model in this case with no cab, and yeah, they sound bang on. They sound almost exactly alike. It's very hard for me to hear a difference. So yeah, this is unreal. The AC30 model and the FM9 for me is my daily driver. That's the sound that I hear in my head when I want to play my guitar, and it's just the sound that gives me joy when I play my guitar. And now I've got it in a plugin on my computer, saved in a tiny little .nam file. And even better than that, I've been doing some messing around. I was able to get NAM running on my iPad on iOS. Presumably, I could do the same thing, get it running on my phone. And I was able to load up the same model, the same IRs, and get the same result playing through my iPad, which is incredible. And I know things are out there like Tonex or whatever, but this is free. This is open source and completely free. And the community is really amazing. Now, one thing I'll just say is, I'm not going to post this model. People were asking me to post the model on the last video, and I was okay with that because I didn't think it was that great of a capture of this thing. But one of the community guidelines is to just only model stuff that you own, and I don't know how I feel about posting a model of this thing. I don't know if I'll get in trouble for that. I don't know what the ramifications of that might be, but yeah, you heard it for yourself. It sounds pretty cool. Please let me know in the comments if you are a legal expert and you can tell me what the deal is with sharing these sorts of captures. So anyways, my prediction is this kind of stuff is only going to proliferate. There's only going to be more free options, and people who are interested in tinkering around with the technology and who are also guitar players are just going to have a lot more fun. I know I've already seen people post that they've got NAM running on like a Raspberry Pi with a tiny little screen and stuck it on their pedal board. Things like that. You know, it's just really exciting for the future of guitar tech moving forward. And yeah, very exciting because it's very good and it's very accessible and it's here. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching if you have been, and remember, if it sounds good, it is good.